I don't know if the microphone on the camera is picking it up, but I can hear the river really well right here. It's not far from the campsite here. Listen for a moment, see if you can hear it. Might have to adjust the volume level in that moment there, the quiet moment there in post-processing to give you guys a chance to hear what it sounds like, but it's going to be nice just listening to that to sleep all night. Last night was good because it was raining all night there. I heard the rain hitting the roof of the van. It was great. Tonight it's not raining. It's actually cleared out quite a bit. And I'll be listening to the river tonight instead. Anyway, I'm still here at Hancock Campground, Lincoln, New Hampshire. Just spending a quiet evening here. This is my last night here. Only 2 nights anyway, but this is my last night here, so I'm just spending a quiet evening sitting in the van where it's warm, as it's cold out there again. I have no idea what the temperature is because, as you can see, the weather station's still not working. I'm pretty sure the little rechargeable CR20 32 battery inside there is dead, so I gotta figure out what to do about that for the next trip. We'll get it back up and running. So I thought I'd take a few minutes to talk about some of my upcoming van plans. Okay, I know I've talked about it before, but the first thing I want to do is finish this window over here. Get this well insulated, put a window in like I did on the other side of the bed over there. Get that all sealed up. So it'll be more like what this looks like. I still got to frame this out too, properly. Get this framed out and finish the trim work up above there. But I want to do the same thing to that side. And then I want to work on this desk area here. This is a desk that my grandfather built. And I was going to leave this in the van, just because my grandfather built it. It's just a nice thing to have in here, remember him by. But to get this to fit in with the rest of the van the way I want, I'm going to have to make some pretty significant modifications to it. First being, I'm going to cut off the bottom of it to lower the height some, to match up to the height that I actually want things. Plus I wanted to repaint it because I want all my cabinets in the van to actually be a nice shade of blue, believe it or not. And I want everything to match on both sides of the van. And then I got to thinking I'd even love it to be shallower, which is going to be really impossible for me to modify it. And I didn't really want to make that many modifications to my grandfather's desk. So instead I think I'm going to take the desk, move it into the house, and set it up in my work area where I fix customers' computers and that. And do that on this desk instead. Right now I'm just doing that work on a table, so that would actually be better on the having a desk that I can work off. I can keep tools in the drawers, things like that. So what I'll do is probably just get some plastic wood and patch up some of the holes I made where I put these things in here to lock the drawers, because that's what these eye loops do. So I can twist that, and now the drawer won't open while I'm driving. And I'm going to build something else a little more customized for what I need, but similar in design and on how it's set up here. So I want it to only be about 18 inches deep, so it's going to come out to about here, give me a little bit more floor space. And it's going to be a little bit shorter. And I'm going to build it in a style that I know I can build, which means it's going to be stick built. I'm not going to try to get a pocket drill and attach pieces of plywood together. Instead, I'm just going to build a frame out of 2x4, or 2x2s actually, 2x2s, and then put some thin plywood on the outside edges of it as needed. But I'm going to leave this space open just like it is now, and I am going to put a piece of plywood down on the side piece because I still want to mount the paper towel holder and the plastic container that's just below the camera right now. So I'll still have a piece of plywood on this side, and just 2x2s coming across it with a nice solid top on it for the desk surface. Leaving this space open because I love these food bins that I've got. I like this design. I might put a shelf on it so I can pull the bottom one out without having to take the top one out. But I still want it to be accessible from both sides. I like that. Space for the stove in there, maybe a space for the little portable oven that I have. And have all that set up in there. A little cabinet over here with some pull-out drawers to hold the stuff that I need in it. And I think that's going to work really well. I got to change the battery in the camper. I'll be right back. Luckily, it's a quick and easy process to change the batteries. I got the charger right here. I just drop it into. Light turns red, says it's charging. Alright, so I got the desk area here. I'm going to keep it simple. I'm not going to have this drawer anymore. I'm just going to have the little cabinet down the side here for accessing off. But the other big change I'm going to make is I'm going to put a closet-like cabinet right down on the end here. It's going to go floor to ceiling. And just have one door on the front. and have a space inside where I can store my guitar in there. I want to bring a telescope into the van, things like that. It'll fit in there. I'll have space over here on the top area for clothing and that stuff. So instead of just the clothes either sitting in a pile in the back corner or in a backpack, I'll actually have a spot for it. It's not going to hold a lot of clothes. It's just going to be a little cabinet up here. But I don't need a lot of clothes in the van, honestly. So I'm good with that. So I got the little desk space, I got the closet, I have a proper spot for the guitar to go in. I'll have my work area here where I can edit videos and do other work on it right here inside the van. That's going to be a great little setup. I'm looking forward to building this out. I'm going to finish insulating the wall behind it. And yeah, I think that's going to work out well. So, so stay tuned for that part of the project. And we got this side too that I want to work on. Okay, so this is going to be the kitchen area. So, you know, I've got this whole fan finally. I've got the design in my head pretty good what I want now. It's been a while. But this is going to be the kitchen area. And as you know, I love cooking when I'm out here. So I am going to do a nice big work area for the kitchen. So, where the little butane stove is right now, I'm going to have a sink. A very small sink, but a sink. And I'll have the water tank right underneath like I have it now with this blue tank right there. 7-gallon tank towards the back with a sink in the front. I'm going to get one of those, I actually have one already, a little pump that it's designed to sit on top of water bottles and just pumps the water through. It's battery operated. That'll be the kitchen sink. Keep it simple. So when I do have to leave the van when it's cold, and it's going to get below freezing, I don't have to winterize it. I just grab the little faucet thing, bring it in. So that'll be fine. I have some counter space here. I'm going to finish off the wall similar to how I did in the back there, but I'm going to use a different material for this wall to make it look different from there. I'm going to get like a whitewashed laminate flooring instead. Should make this kitchen area look a little different. Nice sealed up countertop. And one other special item they'll be adding in here. A stove with an oven. I got a full range. Somebody actually gave me, a friend of mine gave me a used 3-burner stovetop with an oven out of an RV. It's a little bit big for use in the van, admittedly, but it's cool. And I love that cooktop. I'm probably not going to get much use of the oven. I'll probably mainly use the oven for storing cookware, but it's going to be really neat to have that 3-burner stove inside the van. So I'll have that right about here. And then in this space here, I'll have a little bit more cabinet area, which will be pretty good. Like I said, sink, stove, countertop. I have a small window cut out inside where the bigger window is currently. So I can pull the insulation panel out and look outside while I'm cooking food and that. Put a mirror behind the sink, so when I'm cleaning up in the morning there in front of the sink there, I'll have a mirror right there. Yeah, I think it's going to be really neat. I have a full kitchen setup in here, and it's got a better stool setup going there that I can swivel on. So I'll have access to everything, spin around. Fridge is still stayed over there in that corner. I'm almost tempted to put a small drawer unit under it though, just for additional storage space, raising the fridge up just a little. I don't know yet. I do know I'm going to have to put a more permanent wall in here. That's going to go up and can come back in and up here, and with a hook that I can hang my jacket right near the doorway too. Got to get in the way of the fridge, admittedly, but it'll be nice having my jacket right at the door there where I can just grab it off the hook when I'm heading out. So, we'll deal with it. I'm going to put another wall on that side next to the kitchen counter there, right behind the driver's seat. And we'll probably just stick with a curtain type thing that I can close up here when I'm actually at my destination there for privacy and insulation. But that's how the front's going to be set up. And for the bed area, I'm still planning on trying to track down a 4-inch thick twin-size mattress, which will give me a little bit more space to sleep on back here. That'll be a nice touch. We'll have that closet here, which is going to enclose this side. I'm going to put a small wall up on this side for the kitchen counter there and have an almost enclosed bedroom space back here. It's going to be real nice. Almost tempted to run a duct from the furnace up at the front all the way up into here though, so it's blowing some of the hot air into the bed space too. That would be nice touch to it. Adding a little extra warmth in here. But yeah, I think it's going to be pretty cool when it's done here. I have the nice little sleeping space here, and I do still need to put a fan in up here yet. So it's in a good spot though there to pull air in around the bed area in the kitchen area. When I put the stove in, I'm probably going to put a metal plate on the ceiling to basically create my own range hood. Protect the ceiling because it's only going to be 2 feet away from it, so protect the ceiling from moisture damage and that sort of stuff. But yeah, that's my plan. Now another thing you may have noticed is I've got carpeting on the floor now. This is a change I did since the last trip when it was really cold out, and I realized that when I put my feet down on the floor, it's cold. So I put some carpeting down there and put some light on it. You can see I got some just inexpensive carpeting. I bought it at Ocean State Job Lots. And yeah, it wraps around, goes out the front door and everything, or up to the front door. And overall, it actually works. My feet don't get cold, and the van actually feels warmer. So the carpeting really works well. It does get a little wet though when I'm going in and out in the wet conditions out there though, unfortunately. So now I gotta get myself a little battery powered vacuum cleaner, but I can work with that. I think it's going to work out well there. I'll probably take the rug carpeting out during the summer months and put it back down in the winter months. That's going to be the plan. Though I might leave a little section of carpeting right here at the bed here, because it's nice putting my feet down there on the carpet in the morning. And I've noticed that I don't talk about it too much, but I do have that little cassette toilet that sits under my bed, and it slides a lot easier because I got to slide it out from the bed, usually just right on the floor, and it slides a lot easier on the carpet. So I'm probably going to keep some sort of carpeting right here at the entranceway here to the bed anyway, because that's where the toilet's staying, is right under the bed. It works well there. Alright, I think we're going to wrap this up here. I'm not ending the video yet. We'll switch onward to tomorrow morning, where we're going to make up another breakfast burger. And then we're going to head on the road. Like I said in the previous video there, I'm going to be stopping in the Nashua, New Hampshire area and visiting a friend who's in the hospital. And then I'll be heading home from there. So I guess with that, I'm going to start getting myself ready for bed. I'm not going to make you guys have to watch that. And I guess we'll see you in the morning. Oh, good morning everybody. Not sure what happened last night, but Pack isn't too happy, so we definitely got to do some work on that bed to make some improvements, so I still need to find that mattress for it. Anyway, good morning. Getting ready to make some breakfast here. I make myself a breakfast burger again. I'm doing it inside the van today. It's cold out. I have no idea. I don't really know what the temperature is, but I know it's below freezing out there. The carpeting I added to the van, though, is still doing great. Not wearing any socks or anything on my feet, and bare feet right on the floor. No problems at all. It's good. And yeah. And of course, now it's time to get ready to go home, and the sun's out. Typical. Alright. Let's get this breakfast burger started. Put her out of the way. I used this to make myself my cup of coffee this morning. I didn't video that. You've seen me make coffee plenty of times. Favorite indoor frying pan here. I'll start off with some bacon. Going so indoors. I can slow cook the bacon because I don't want it to splatter everywhere. Whereas outdoors I can cook it faster, but inside the van, no, it's got to be cooked slow. I don't need hot bacon grease flying everywhere throughout the van here. This is where I really wish I had a roof vent in this van. Fill the place up with smoke, and it's too cold to open the door up and let it vent out properly. Oh well. It'll clear up on its own in a few minutes. Okay. We got the bacon done. Time to make up the eggs. I'm getting about 1.7 amps charge current off the solar panel right now. That's not bad. I'm actually charging the battery while running the lights. Not by much, but we actually got a little bit of surplus power coming in. Not bad. Alright. It's almost done. Getting the burger bun ready. I think we can call the egg done. Now we're going to make some sausage. Got 2 sausage patties because they're just not big enough. 2 going on there. They're pre-cooked, so they don't need much. They just need to be warmed up a bit in the pan. Sausages are coming off. Oh, bacon double breakfast burger here. No, definitely not vegetarian. Yeah, have it. Alright, let's see how it is. Nothing. Some smoky in here too. Oh well. It's good though. Alright. I'll check them to you guys later. So that's it. All packed up, ready to take off. 2 nights still isn't enough. Let's see, I got the tarp put away and everything else. All the stuff's back in the van. Engine's running because I wanted to defrost the front windows a bit. There's a lot of condensation on it from me camping in it and cooking and everything else for 2 days in the cold. So, we get that taken care of. Everything is packed up here, and yeah, time to go home again. Like I said, I'm going to stop and visit a friend in Nashua on the way home, so this is probably where I'm going to end this video here anyway. So thanks for coming along, thanks for watching. More interesting adventures to come soon, so make sure you hit that subscribe button, and hit that like button too there if you're enjoying this video. I'd appreciate it. With that, remember, slow down and enjoy life. Catch you guys in the next one.